What is up, world? Man, welcome back to the Token's Den. I'm Lee, and I hope every single one of you out there are having a good one whenever this video is catching you. Man, we're about to jump into another story time, but before we do that, you already know, we gotta get some smoke in the air. So let's go ahead and take a fat dab and get our mind right before we get into this. Any point you want to get down in that comment section and let me know what you smoking on, I would love it. Let me know where you from. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Cheers, everybody. Yes, sir. All right, so like I said before, y'all, I used to build swimming pools. I was building swimming pools with my girlfriend's dad at the time. So this was in the summertime, yo. It was hot. I mean, it was hot in North Carolina. We had just got done doing the in-ground pool. And when you're digging in-ground pools in North Carolina, yo, you're in some serious clay. Like, it's hard clay, red clay. And there's no heat in the bottom of them pool. I mean, there's no air in the bottom of them pool holes, just straight heat. So you're sweating, you're burning up, okay? So at the end of the day, I was ready to just go relax. I was ready to chill once we got done digging that pool hole. I was ready to go hang out with my homie. So that's what I did. The homie that I went to go hang out with was my girlfriend's cousin, okay? I went to go hang out with my girlfriend's cousin. Went over there to chop it up with, we can call him Al. Went over there to chop it up with Al all the time, yo, and we'd blaze up. And before then, yo, you gotta understand, the bud that I had been smoking before then was nothing but that Mexican, you know, that commercial bud, you know, with the seeds all in it that we used to get back in the day. You can get 4-finger ounces for $100 in the Ziploc bag, 4 fingers across for $100. That's what it was. Had seeds all in it, but that was the only thing we had back then, so it got us faded. So I never really had anything else. I never really had any of that California bud because this is North Carolina, and you know, it was rare to get some hydro or anything like straight fire out there. Okay. So on this particular day, I'm going over to Al's house. Just got done digging the pool and everything. Wanted to go over there and chop it up. You know, get blazed up. I was going to buy some bud from him because I wanted to go back to the house and hang out with my girl and smoke. Because her dad, who I was working with also, and who I was living with, because he let me move in with him and his daughter when I got bailed out of jail. I moved in with them and was living with them and working with him, building swimming pools. It was fucking amazing. It was amazing. It was. I fucked that up. That's another bridge I burnt. That's another fucking bridge I burnt right there, y'all. I burnt so many bridges in my life. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, let's get on to the next one. So, hold up. What the fuck's going on here, dog?
All right, time to go.
So, I get over to Al's house, bruh. And I go into his bedroom. He's sitting there in his chair, and the way he's got it set up, he's got a big ass recliner, man, and it's a big boy chair, like a lazy boy. And he's got it set up right there in front of his computer, and he's gaming. He's got a TV right next to it. And he had a Dreamcast going. I came in, started talking to him. He's sitting there gaming, and I was like, "Hey, bro, I want to get some bud from you." He was like, "Hey, try this bud right here." He's like, "This is some hydro. This is some good shit, dude." I was like, "Fuck yeah, let me get some of that in, man, because I want to get fucked up, homie." So he did. He packed the bong up, gave me a couple of hits, and it was like, just let this shit set in, man, because it's gonna hit you hard, and you don't want to take too many more rips off this bong. Just relax, sit here and game a little bit. I was like, all right, cool, bro. I'm gonna sit here and game some. So we were chopping it up, sitting there gaming, and I'm waiting on this bud to kick in. And I'm like, hold up, man, this shit ain't kicking in. Like, what's going on? Why ain't I high, man? So I was like, hey, Al, let me get another hit. And he was like, you sure you want another one, dude? I was like, yeah, I want another one. He was like, okay. So he was like, fuck yeah. Boom, I hit it, right? Next thing I know, I'm sitting there playing on the Dreamcast, and I'm starting to feel it, dude. It's starting to really hit me. And I'm like, oh shit, I got the munchies. So I'm like, I'm gonna dip off into the kitchen and I'm gonna go make me some Hot Pockets, right? Okay, so I get to the kitchen, all right, and I'm making me some Hot Pockets. I'm walking around the kitchen just looking. His dad's got some flowers and stuff that are, you know, going in the window sill. And I'm not really paying attention to anything in there, you know what I mean? Because I'm stoned. So I'm just walking around high as fuck in the kitchen looking for something to drink to cure my cotton mouth, waiting on my Hot Pockets to finish, okay? I was still back there gaming in his room, chilling. So, finally my Hot Pockets are done. I go sit down, bro, all right? I go sit down, y'all. And I got my Hot Pockets, and I'm eating them, okay? I'm at the dining room table because I took them from the kitchen into the dining room, okay? And I'm sitting there eating them, and, and next thing I know, like, two of our other friends come in, all right? I'm going to say Dot, and we're going to say T. We're going to say D and T came in, all right? D and T came in, and they were coming to go, I guess they were going to go chop it up and run somewhere with Al. Now, I think they were going to go somewhere. And they were coming by to see if he was ready to go or some shit. And I was getting ready to take off anyway. As soon as I got done eating, I was going to bounce. Or maybe I was going to hang around and sit on the couch. I didn't know. But it was like that, you know, where if I just wanted to chill over there and just chill while they left, I could do that and just veg out on the fucking couch. So I'm sitting there eating it. And we eat my Hot Pockets, right? So I'm sitting there eating my Hot Pockets, y'all. And next thing I know, peeps, I'm zoning out. Like, I am zoning out, and I see D, she comes and sits in front of me, all right? Dot, she comes and sits in front of me, right? And she's like, and Dot's right here, and then T's right here, and I think Al gets on this side of me. So I got all of them right there around me, so 1, 2, 3. And I'm sitting here facing towards the living room, right? I am fucking high, y'all. So D's like, she's like, why does he keep looking at me like that? Cause I don't know how I was looking at him. Obviously, I was looking at her all weird because she was like, why is he looking at me like that all funny? And I had some serious cotton mouth. So I think Al was like, hey, bro, you thirsty? You want something to drink? I think it maybe was T that said that. One of them said, hey, bro, you thirsty? I was like, yeah, I'm thirsty. It was like, let us get you something to drink. So hold up. Cheers, y'all. So they're all sitting there, right? And I'm zoned the fuck out. I am so high, dude. Like, I've never been this high in my life. I think the only other time I got this high was when I tried dabs for the first time in Colorado. That was the only time I've ever been this high. So I hear them, and I hear her. It's like I can't register it because I'm like zoned out. But I hear her saying it. Why is he looking at me all weird like that? Stop staring at me. It's freaking me out. And then I hear them say, yo, we're getting ready to go somewhere. Are you okay, bro? And I'm like, yeah, I'm all right. Y'all can go ahead and go and do what you got to do. They was like, are you sure you okay? And I was like, yeah, bro, I'm good. I'm just going to go ahead and sit down. So I got up and I went into the living room and I sat down on the couch. Now, Al's dad, man, he's all into golf. So he had the golf station, golf network on. So I sat down and watched that. I thought I was by myself. I thought everybody had dipped, right? So I lay back in the couch, y'all. I just lay back like this. And my heart starts fucking going like all weird and shit. So I'm like, oh God, I'm getting ready to have a heart attack. That's what I'm thinking. I am stoned as fuck. So I'm like, hey, I'm getting ready to have a heart attack. So I get on the phone. I call 911. 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, I need y'all to get somebody over here right now. I told them, like, man, I think I'm having a heart attack. I think I'm dying. Please get them over here right now. And they were like, sir, they asked me all these questions and stuff, right? And I'm like, why? And I felt like they were interrogating me on the phone, yo. It just felt like that. I was like, yo, why are you interrogating me? I don't feel like I'm about to die over here. Hey, send a goddamn ambulance, man. So they were like, yeah, we're sending someone. Someone's on the way, blah, blah, blah. So I hung up the phone. So I'm still sitting there, man. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm starting to feel this shit again, y'all. I feel like I'm really getting ready to die, y'all. I feel like I was getting ready to have a heart attack, all right? Like my heart was beating up out of my chest. So what do? I pick up the phone again. I call 911 again. 911, what's your emergency? They said, I was like, hey, man, y'all need to hurry up and send somebody out here right now. I think I'm dying. I think I'm having a heart attack. And if y'all don't get somebody out here right now, I'm not going to make it. I said, I remember this verbatim. I was like, I don't think I'm going to make it. Y'all need to hurry up and get somebody out here. I'm going to die. I'm going to have a heart attack. Please. They were like, sir, we're sending someone on the way. Calm down. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay. I hung up the phone. So I'm sitting there and I'm still thinking I'm getting ready to die. What do? I pick up the phone one more time. Okay, I gotta pick it up one more time, 911, how may I help you? Yo, no, it was like 911, what's your emergency? And I was like, hey man, y'all need to send, where y'all at? I'm about to die here. Y'all need to send a helicopter to come get me. We got an ambulance, they're right around the corner. I was like, fucking ambulance, send a helicopter. I'm not gonna make it to the hospital. Man, I'm zooted. All right, next thing I know, I hear motherfucking sirens in the background. Woo, 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 woo. Next thing I see, man, I'm sitting there on the couch and I see uniforms coming through the door because where I'm sitting on the couch, you can look through and it's the kitchen and there's a door that comes in right there. There's a dining room, a little wall, and then the kitchen. Al's bedroom was over here. So going into the kitchen that way, that's where they were coming in at, right? So I'm sitting there and I see all these uniform officers coming in. You got the EMT coming in. You got the fire department coming in. And I'm sitting there on the couch and I just got some of that weed from Al, right? Like I was getting ready to go, so I bought some from him and I had it in an Altoid can, all right? Because that's where I put my bud back then. I had it in an Altoid can, So I had the Altoid can sitting beside me. I'm fucking fucked up, thinking I'm getting ready to die. We got like 14 people in this house, it seems like. I don't know how many. Maybe it was like 8. But there was a lot of people. EMS, fire department, fucking police, all in the house, looking and shit. Okay, next thing I know, Al comes out. And Al just runs over to me. Well, I remember seeing Al as I was laying on the couch. Al came out of his room, came through the hallway and looked at me. And he gave me this look. And he's like looking around, and then he came over to me and he just zooted over. As soon as he zooted over really fast, so he saw my Altoid can. He zooted over really fast, grabbed my Altoid can, threw it in his fucking pocket, and then sat down beside me and he started talking to me. He was like, bro, what's going on, man? I was like, man, I think I'm dying, dude. I think I'm fucking having a heart attack, bro. I was crying. I was like, man, I think I'm getting ready to fucking die. And the fucking EMT was there. They was sitting there talking to me. And he was like, bro, you're not fucking dying, man. You're fucking high as fuck, bro. He said that in my ear. He like got in my ear. And he's like, dude, you're not fucking dying, bro. You're fucking high as fuck. What the fuck are you doing? Why the fuck you call the goddamn police, man? Are you fucking crazy? Yo, you gotta get them the fuck out of here. You trying to go back to jail? He's like, what the fuck? Hold up. So he's sitting there talking to them. He says, yo, let me call. He's just having a bad day. He just got done working. He's hot and everything. This is what he's telling the EMT. While the EMTs are sitting there asking me, are you high? Are you on any drugs? I'm like, no, motherfucker. I'm having a heart attack, bitch. So he gets on the phone. Al does. He gets on the phone and he calls my girlfriend's dad, M, who I was staying with and working with, but in swimming pools, okay? And M gets on the phone because him and Al's dad's S was at the bar. They were having drinks and whatnot, all right? So he gets on the phone with me and he's like, hey, what's going on over there? Da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, yeah, look, I'm having a heart attack. He's like, no, you're not. You just smoked some of that good shit that Al's got, and you feel like you're having a heart attack. You've been out in the fucking sun all day, and you're just high as fuck. You need to tell them that they need to leave. Do you want to go back to jail? I was like, no. He's like, well, if they fucking take you out of there tonight, and you go with them in that ambulance, you're probably going to jail. All right, do you want to go to jail? I'm like, no, I don't. He was like, well, tell them you're just having a heat stroke, and you're having a hard time, but you're feeling better now, okay? And they need to go, and I'm on my way to come get you. I was like, all right. He said, well, tell them they need to go right now. As soon as I said that, Al's dad fucking busted in through the door. What the fuck is going on? Yo, he snapped, dude. Al's dad fucking straight snapped, yo. He fucking snapped, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him for snapping, but he fucking blanked. What the fuck all these cops doing up here? Get the fuck out of my house. He comes over and looks at me. What the fuck is going on? Man, I was like, I think I'm having a heart attack. He's like, no, you're fucking not. He's like, I can't remember what he said, but they told me that we finally got the motherfucking police out of there. I remember. M came and got me. I got a motherfucking car with him, dude. And I didn't know the whole time, yo. But after all this popped off, like the next day, I fucking heard it from Al's dad that there was fucking he was growing in the fucking house, and I didn't even know it. Like he was growing right there in the goddamn windowsill. Supposedly he had seedlings up there in the windowsill. Yes. And they were looking around. The police were in there looking around the fucking house and everything, yo. And I was like, it was crazy as fuck. He came in there like blanking on like the house. It was insane. It was insane as fuck, dude. And when I came out, when they brought me out the house, after this popped off, you could see there was fucking cops everywhere. I mean, it was like you could see them because he got me out while they were still there, you know, as they were leaving. My M showed up. So it was like, it was insane, dude. It was crazy. Calling the cops on myself. Calling 911 on myself because I was so high. I really thought I was going to die, yo. Needless to say, I didn't hear the end of that shit for a rip. Like, dead ass. I didn't hear the end of that for a grip, man. And, yeah. They were wanting to try to charge me for fucking making so many calls to 911. But they didn't. I'm glad for that one, man. So, yeah. I kind of pissed off the family after that one, man. But, you know, that's the way it is sometimes, yo. So, hey, we're going to go ahead and get a dab in, man. Any point you like this video, make sure you smash that like button. Get down in that comment section. Let me know if you ever done some stupid like shit like that when you were high as fuck. Yeah, calling 911 on myself, man. It was insane. Can't believe I did that. Let's go, peeps. Cheers. If you're still here, man, this is for you. Much love, y'all. Hope y'all have a good one. Ooh, wee. Yeah. Oh, shit.